I'm Josh Swartz.
And I'm William Illingworth.
Hosts of the High Tech Podcast, a part of the Education Podcast Network, just like the show you're listening to now.
Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others.
Find other interesting education podcasts at edupodcastnetwork.com.
Welcome, everybody, to this episode of the Ninth Grade Experience Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Duchko. The goal of the Ninth Grade Experience Podcast is to give you the story of ninth grade students here at Emmaus High School and beyond through the people who live it daily, the students and the staff. We attempt to touch on real issues and stories that ninth grade students face in order to prepare them to know that ninth grade counts. And we're excited to be coming back to you with another episode this week. We took a little bit of time off there. It got a little crazy in the month of April, but we're glad to be back recording some episodes here. So thanks a lot for joining us again. This episode will be recapping the EHS College Fair that happened on Thursday, April 28th. It was a really neat event. The first time I had been to it, they held it in the main and auxiliary gyms at the high school, and they had over 120 representatives from colleges, community colleges, technical schools, apprenticeship programs, a military service. It was a really unique opportunity for a lot of our students to gain some knowledge about what they might want to do after graduation. So I went and interviewed some of the presenters, people that were there, asking them 3 questions, asking them advice for ninth graders in their post-secondary education process and what they should be looking for. What is one thing that maybe parents and students misunderstand about the processes they're going through? And then to give a little bit of a pitch about what their place, their university or their apprenticeship program or school could do or benefit our students here at Emmaus High School and beyond. So we had representatives from lots of different universities. We had somebody from West Point Military Academy. We had people from St. Bonaventure, the University of Alabama, the University of Connecticut, Newman University, Northampton Community College, the PA Army National Guard, the St. Luke's School of Nursing, excuse me. And then we had people from Empire Beauty School, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we also had somebody from Elizabethtown College as well too. So lots of interesting and diverse representation here, showing students that maybe you don't have to just look for the one college or university there. So a lot of great insights there. So you're going to hear from those people in today's episode, helping you out with that process here as we get to the end of your ninth grade year. Starting to look ahead and look at those things. So a really cool episode here. Glad I had a chance to go to the college fair and check that all out. If you're looking to catch up on the Ninth Grade Experience podcast, you can go to ninthgradeexperience.com, and that's where we have all of our episodes housed. You can subscribe on our YouTube channel. Also, just searching up Ninth Grade Experience. We have, over 6,500 views there. So lots of great feedback coming from the YouTube channel. If you're listening to this, you can subscribe or follow on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or anywhere else you listen to podcasts. So just getting the word out there and tell somebody about it. We have some people that are going to be freshmen next year. So if you've listened to it this year and gotten some value out of it, tell somebody that that's coming up to the high school next year or a high school next year to listen to it and maybe get some insights on what it is like to be a ninth grader here at Emmaus High School. We're also working on some cool episodes for the month of May, taking a look back as we approach our 100th episode as well too. So lots of interesting things coming up here as we end this school year quickly in the month of May and then in June as well. So thanks a lot for joining us today on the episode. Remember, you can go back to ninthgradeexperience.com for all the previous episodes. And we're excited to share with you some insights and takes from the 2022 EHS College Fair.
Hi, my name is John Carrero. I'm a field force representative for West Point. So the important things to look at is making sure you actually, for a school at least like West Point, that you actually want to at some point join the military. Because at the end of the day, after you graduate from West Point, you're going to be part of the military. So you want to make sure you at least want to be in a military field. It's also very important to want to be science and math. So we're very science, engineering, mathematics. So very important you at least want to go in those fields for West Point. So one question I get a lot is, do I have to know somebody to get into West Point? Because everyone always assumes that you have to know a congressman or know someone that's really important. You really don't. For instance, for me, my parents were both immigrants, so I graduated from West Point. you don't have to know anyone, you just have to really have a desire to want to do something like West Point and work real hard. Yeah, so the big things that about West Point, it's probably different than most colleges. We're really looking for not only academics, we're also looking for people who are going to be leaders. So in terms as you progress through your high school years, try to be on different clubs and try to be like the secretary, the vice president, or the president, because we're looking for leaders. At the end of the day, people that graduate West Point are leading soldiers. And the last thing too is really we're looking for athletic people. So if you're interested in sports, it's very important to become an athlete, join your JV team, freshman team, and eventually get to a varsity team. So it's really important, those three aspects of West Point.
Hello, my name is Sergeant First Class Andrew Trieber. I work with the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Advice for ninth graders would simply be make sure you check out all of your options. Don't leave anything untouched, no loose ends. If you're looking into military service, it's best to check all the branches, the reserve components, the guard components, and the active components. Hi, Rachel. One of the biggest misconceptions about the Pennsylvania National Guard is going to be exactly what we are. So we are a reserve component of the Army, not the Army Reserve, not the active duty Army, and we are a state-funded entity. And that's probably the biggest misconception, and it's a part-time service as well. The best thing you can do to continue to maintain a level of fitness, and most importantly, I would say just do well in school overall. Maintain your grades and stay consistent with extracurricular activities as well as in-class and in-school activities as well.
Hi, I'm Rachel Tunder. I'm with Northampton Community College. I'm an admissions counselor at the Bethlehem campus. Yeah, so I would say collect as much information as possible. Start to think about what your interests are and start to see if those schools also have clubs and organizations that you would like to be a part of. Maybe you're into athletics. See if they have an athletic program. Right. So specifically for Northampton Community College, I think, unfortunately, some people think, oh, it's just community college. But community college is real college. We have real college credits, and those college credits will follow you wherever you go. But here's the perk. It is very affordable. So something you want to think about as you go through this process and start thinking about the college experience is affordability. You don't want to leave college with a ton of student debt. So start thinking about that now. So we are a very affordable option. As I said, our credits will go with you wherever you go. They will transfer to whatever college or whatever program you're interested in. And we also have a lot of student services. So look for that in your colleges as well. We have academic advising, counseling services. We have a learning center. We have a science resource center. We have athletics. And we're also the only community college in Pennsylvania that offers housing. Please come visit us. Go to www.northampton.edu. Click the visit icon. We have a ton of options, both virtually and we are in person. We have campus tours several times a week. We're also offering Saturday tours. And you'll just let us know what your program of interest is. And when you come, we'll be sure to get you set up with that program.
Hi, my name is Robert Franklin. I'm the training director at IBW Local 375, which is electrician's apprenticeship program for Lehigh Valley. For all you ninth grade students that are looking for a path that necessarily won't be about college, we are the trades. It's a good earning. You can make a very good living for you and your family with benefits. You learn a skill that nobody can take away from you, and you come out of building something that is something that you can look back at time and say, I built that building. I did something that nobody else has done. And over again, you get to recreate that as you go from project to project. So give the trades a thought when you're coming through when you're trying to make your selection. Give the trades something to think about. So one thing you have to understand about the trades is it's manual labor, but you get paid well to do it. You're going to make, up to $100,000 a year doing a normal construction job, but it's manual labor. So you got to be able to show up for work on time, do the job, make sure you are safe, and you have a willingness to learn. If you want to learn and do something, the sky's the limit on what you can actually learn and do in this trade. the best thing I like about the electrical industry is you're there in the beginning, so you start the project, you break temporary power in, and you're at the end, you get to watch everything as it's built. So for example, your high school, when they did the new addition here at the high school, one of our contractors did this. When they did the trade, in the trade, you get to work on pretty much everything in the high school, whether it's your lighting, your power, your communications, data, whatever you can think of in the school, use electricity, we build it. So you get to work on multiple systems. Everything you use today that's in your school, all the technology, electricians made it happen. So that makes it cool. And it's something, again, you build something for somebody and you get to see it over and over again come to life. And the first time just say you use gymnasium we're in right now, the first time you throw the switch on after you wire the lights up, you see the lights come on, it's an awesome feeling. It's something that nobody else can do as an electrician.
Hi, my name is Kathleen. I am an admissions officer at the University of Connecticut. So we are obviously the public flagship university for the state of Connecticut. One thing that I would say in advice to our ninth grade students out there, just to make sure that you are, doing your best, studying hard, and, trying to get involved in something new every day. I think it's great to start looking at colleges just to get a general idea of what you like, what you don't like, maybe what kind of an environment you see yourself growing in. So there are so many different kinds of schools out there, small, big, medium, sports heavy, tech heavy. So it's totally your choice. Explore all of your options before you figure something out and narrow down too much. What's great about the University of Connecticut is that we have all of the opportunities of a larger university. We have a vast alumni network. We have tons of research opportunities, over 4,000 classes that are offered every semester, 700 clubs and organizations to get involved in. But that being said, you're not sacrificing any of the benefits of a small school. You have small class sizes, discussion-based coursework, lots of interaction with professors and faculty, and a really tight-knit sense of community and Husky pride.
Hi, I'm Izzy from St. Bonaventure University. So I would say start figuring out what size school, how far. I think that if you kind of just print out a list of majors at every single school and just highlight things that you're even remotely interested in, and then you can start narrowing it down the further along in high school you get, so then you can ask more specific questions when you're a junior at college fairs. So I think that when people think of schools, they think of money and how expensive they are. But I think that it's not as intimidating as it may seem. So I would say reach out to your admissions counselors at your school because they can help walk you through the process. So I think that as long as you're in communication with, admissions counselors at whatever schools you're looking at, it's a less intimidating process. Perfect. So we are a smaller school. We're about 2,000 students. We're located in Western New York. So if you know where Buffalo, Niagara Falls is, we're an hour south of there. We have a lot of great areas, but I think some of our biggest ones are business, School of Communications, and our health science programs. So we have a lot of combined degree programs with med schools, but there's just a really big sense of community at our school since it is smaller. I just graduated from here in May, and I had such a great experience, and, try to come visit because it's such a beautiful campus.
Hi, my name is Emily Grady, and I'm the Career Planning Specialist here at the Empire Beauty School in Lehigh Valley. I have my friend here to tell you a little bit about our cosmetology program here at Empire Beauty School. My advice to you, being a ninth grader coming into the field, would be to hop into it as soon as you can. There's opportunities in all different types of salons to even start doing inventory, front desk, or even work as an assistant. I'm sure many of you are even in the industry already. You can even go into LCTI, getting some cosmetology hours under your belt, and then transfer to Empire to finish off. Some misconceptions that are in the industry or that you can only be in a salon. I'm here to tell you that's not the only thing that you can do. I have students that are alumni of mine that have personally become celebrity makeup artists. They travel the world on cruise ships, helping people get beautiful for those nights out on vacation. And you can even work for yourself building your own business. Empire, we are in 22 states nationwide. So we have somebody like myself that are at every campus to help you find those connections within the community. Our mission here at Empire is to create opportunities for everyone to better their life through diversity. So as you can see here, all of our mannequins have different types of textured hair that you're going to learn how to work with and get comfortable. We teach hair, makeup, nails, and skincare in depth to make sure that you're a fully well-rounded and prepared cosmetologist.
Hi, I'm Carrie Borman from Elizabethtown College, and I want to give some advice to ninth graders who are looking to go to college later. One, for athletes, I think that you really need to start early in considering, what division you want to go into and if you want to play in college, because really the recruiting process starts so much earlier than you would expect. So really get that contact with coaches at colleges you're interested in, even as early as 10th grade, so that they can come and watch and see you play. And then my other piece of advice would be about scholarships. Right now in ninth grade, you have time to get involved in clubs that might enhance your application to make you considered for scholarships such as service scholarships, music scholarships, diversity and social justice scholarships. So start joining clubs that give you those experiences so that you can make some extra money and make college a little cheaper. Thanks. I think financial aid, it can be very overwhelming for parents, and it's really, once you break it down, it's not as hard as it seems. So make sure you get with an admissions counselor from one of your colleges who can help break it down for you. I was intimidated before I was in admissions, and I was so glad to learn that it's not as hard as it seems. And get that FAFSA form in early. It becomes available October 1st across the U.S. That's when the government updates the form. So get it in early so that by Christmas time, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to package you for a financial aid package. By Christmas time, you'll have that break to sit down and think about, okay, which schools have the best bottom line, and that'll help you make a better decision. Elizabethtown is perfectly positioned to help students at any GPA level. Our average GPA is 3.75, which is quite high, but we're also available to help students who are as low as a 2.5, but really, need some extra assistance and maybe helping them become the people that they were meant to be. And at the same time, we have students that are 4.4s who take advantage of the extra resources we have through our honors program. So I think that's one of the best parts about Elizabethtown College, is that we can really meet the student where they are and also offer them money for the things that they did in high school that made them stand out, through their GPA.
Hi everyone, my name is Christine Gibble. I'm Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admission here at Newman University outside the city of Philadelphia. If I could give you one piece of advice for your college search, it would definitely be to go and see as many schools as you can. Go and visit. We all give shiny brochures with kids having a great time, right? It's marketing. But until you actually get on campus and see what it's like and see how you fit, and if you're comfortable on that campus, it's hard to judge whether or not it's a good fit. Yeah, I would say start with the acronym SLAM. So size, location, academics, and money. Those 4 things will kind of help you narrow your search. If you want to go further away, stay close to home. Do you want a smaller experience? Do you want a larger experience? What do you want to study, right? Does the school that you're looking at even have the major that you're interested in? And then money is a big one for everyone. Do they give a merit scholarship? And what's the total return on investment for your investment, right? So definitely SLAM, size, location, academics, and money. Yeah, so Newman University does small private Catholic education outside the city of Philadelphia. Claims to fame, nursing, business, and criminal justice, but we have many different options for you as far as majors are concerned. Smaller experience, so only 2,500 students on campus, average class size about 22, so your very personal experience on campus and in the classroom. I'm a Newman alum, and I really enjoyed the family feel that was on campus. I lived about an hour and a half from campus, and if I was going to be away from home, I wanted that family feel on campus, and that's really what I got. Good luck with your search.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Paul. I am the regional admissions recruiter for Eastern Pennsylvania from the University of Alabama. One of advice I have for ninth grade students is definitely start the process early. There are a lot of options for higher education, and there's a lot of information, and it's really important to get all that information and give yourself enough time to really process that information. So the earlier the better. Starting early will also really help you secure great scholarships. A lot of universities have different requirements for those scholarships, and if you're waiting to the last minute to pursue that information, you might miss out on some funding. I think that sometimes students and parents assume that it's going to be the same process for all the universities that are out there, but in actuality for admissions and also for scholarship consideration, it's really going to be specific to the university. So that's where it is important to do your research, and I really recommend asking all the questions as much as possible. Talk to your admissions representatives because they're really going to be able to give you the details. They're going to help you with the admissions process and to help you get great funding. The University of Alabama is a beautiful campus. We're one of the most beautiful campuses in the country. We're known for our active student life. We have the largest Greek life in the country and over 650 student organizations. We're also known for our athletic programs, but there are so many things you can do besides athletics. We're really great at helping students achieve their goals, getting jobs after graduation. We're #1 in the SCC conference, and we're in the top 10 of universities in the country to help students with internship placement.
Hi, my name is Layla, and I'm from the St. Luke's School of Nursing. Nursing is a growing field. You will always have a job, and it's a very rewarding career. Something that I think a lot of people look past is the fact that we are an RN diploma program, but we are the same as any other four-year college. We're just an accelerated program. The way to get into our program is by taking 8 prerequisites. Once you're done with those 8 prerequisites with the C or better, you can apply to our program. Once you're accepted into our program, it will be a 20-month diploma program. After that, we do bridge with Moravian University to finish out your BSN. If you work for our hospital, we are offering to pay for all of your prerequisites through Northampton, and we will also pay for all of your nursing tuition, so you can potentially become an RN for nothing at all, and you will finish out with your RN degree. What is unique about our program is that we actually offer about 900 clinical hours, so we're not only worried about just education in class, we're worried about education working hands-on with other nurses, so once you graduate from our program, you'll have a lot of experience working with patients.